What's up, guys? Welcome back to Next Coat, and today we're going to be finishing up the paint on the 93 Silverado. So we're going to be talking about base coat, clear coat, a little bit of blocking, and I'm also going to be talking about the business side of things and seeing how much I'm getting paid for this job and how much of this bar we're going to be filling up. So we got a lot of work to do, a lot to discuss, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the truck has been in the paint booth for about 3 days, and you want to give your primer around 3 days to dry because it will shrink as it dries. And I actually left extra paint for you guys to see just how much primer shrinks. So as you can see, there's a space between the primer and cup, and that's how much it shrank over a 3-day period. I can actually fit my finger in between that space. That's how much it shrank over time. And that's why it's so important to scuff your fenders. That way the primer shrinks into those tiny scratches and makes a good mechanical bond. So now that the primer's all dry, we need to prep it for paint. And we're gonna do that by using our flat block and our guide coat. Guide coat is a carbon powder that's applied to the fender and sanded to show all of your low and high spots. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is our throwaway fender, and these are being replaced, so we don't need them. So I went ahead and made a dent on there to show you how guide coat works. So you get your guide coat, it's a powder, put it all over your fender, flat block, and sand this area, and it's gonna illustrate where you need to sand. So let's go ahead and do it. So what is this guide coat telling us? It's telling us that I took this hammer and made a giant dent right here because none of the guide coat is sanded off. So you can do two things in this situation. You can continue sanding until the dent is completely gone, because sometimes you will have low spots that can be sanded out. Or in this situation, I would have to sand this all the way down to the metal, apply filler again, and then apply this high build primer all over again and make sure that that low spot is completely gone. And that's why you want to take your time when you're doing your body work, because you don't want to have to go back, fix your mistakes, and waste more time and material. So with that being said, guys, I got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the blocking. So we're gonna start blocking the truck with 320 grit sandpaper and work our way up to 600. And one of the most asked questions that I get is, why do you start at 320 and work your way up to 600? And that's because you're blocking the truck for two reasons. Number one, you're reshaping the panels, and number two, you're prepping the surface for paint. And 600 is to prep the surface for paint, and 320 is to shape the panels. If we were to start at 600 grit and block the entire truck with that, we would waste so much material. The sandpaper clogs up very easily, and you would have to be replacing it over and over again. And that's why we take steps from 320 to shape it all the way up to 600 to prep it for paint. So all of my tools are from Home Depot and Harbor Freight, with the exception of my DuraBlock set. And the reason I recommend this is because this set comes with different shapes and sizes for situations like this. You can see we have a body line, and my Harbor Freight block won't fit in here. It's way too small. And that's where the DuraBlock set comes in handy. Look how perfectly it fits in there. So now instead of sanding this by hand and wasting time and material, I have this block that fits in there perfectly. And you can buy different sets. I just got the starter set that comes with a couple different options, but I haven't had to upgrade that since. It was the cheapest set. I think it was 80 bucks, which is expensive for a block set, but I think it's well worth the money. So I'm gonna finish up the blocking, and then I'm gonna take this to my parents' house and finally prep this truck for paint. I'll check in with you guys when I get there. All right, guys, so we made it to my parents' house and we got the truck in the garage. We actually separated the bed from the cab. That way we can focus on one thing at a time. This garage is big, but it's not big enough to really do an entire paint job. So we took the bed off. We actually put it on a Milwaukee Pack-Out roller dolly thing. And then my dad had some extra 2x6s laying around. We threw some wheels on that and we made ourselves a little cart for the bed. And it worked out, I mean, really well. Some of that wood is a little dry rotted, but hey man, you gotta work with what you got. So it worked out just fine. As far as next step goes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up any last minute sanding that I have on it, and then we're gonna take it out, wash it with some waxing grease remover and Bulldog abrasive clean. Then we're gonna clean the garage, make sure that there's no dust in here. Well, make sure that we can get as much dust out of the garage as we can. And then we're gonna push the truck in, we're gonna start taping it up, and we'll be ready for paint. I'm hoping to hopefully paint it by today. If not by late tonight, I'll be painting it early tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna prep it to where I just get here in the morning, pick up the gun and shoot. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do, so let's go and get started. All right, guys, it got really late on us. Well, not really, it's about 8 o'clock. The sun went down, so it's really dark right now, but we're still here, man. And let me just show you the truck and show you what we got going on. Not quite done with the taping. Still missing a spot right there. I still got to do a final walk around the truck, but we're pretty much ready to shoot paint, man. Let me show you the next coat ventilation system I got going on over here. 3-box fans. Works like a champ. Hasn't let me down yet. I was talking to my dad earlier, telling him that when I get to this point in the process, I tend to procrastinate and I tend to get busy with other things, and I like ignore the fact that I need to paint the truck. And the reason I do that is because you just put so much work in, so much time, effort, energy that I guess I'm not confident that it's gonna come out good. I haven't done enough of these. This is only my like 4th paint job, so you know, I just tend to procrastinate when I get to this point. But I feel good about this one. I did my research. It's prepped just like I always prep every other vehicle that's come out great. The only difference is it's a full truck, full paint job, so I should be pretty good, man. I feel pretty good about it. So sorry, it's around 8 o'clock right now. I'm hoping to finish around 12, and yeah, so I'm gonna lay a coat of sealer. And what sealer is gonna do, basically sealer is a thinned out version of high build primer, and what sealer does is it lays a good foundation for your paint to chemically adhere to. So all the professional shops, for my research, use sealer. It's a little more expensive, you know, it's an extra step that you have to take, so there's more room for mess up, but I've used sealer in all my paint jobs and it's come out great. So we're gonna do that here. So 1 coat of sealer, maybe 2 coats of sealer, see how it feels, and then 2 to 3 coats of my Victory Red base coat, and then I'm definitely gonna do 3 coats of clear coat. That way I have room to buff out any orange peel that I may have, just in case, you know, for extra protection for me, extra insurance for me. So yeah, man, this is it. No turning back. It's gonna come out great. I know it is. First full paint job. Let's get to painting.
But I'm what you need. I know my high just started, but I hit a peak, yeah.
All right, guys, it's the next day. Big mistakes were made last night. So I laid 1 coat of base coat on the whole truck and everything was going fine, but a moth landed on the hood and I let it dry and I got some water and I sprayed the entire hood because I wanted to get some sandpaper and sand that part out.
Turns out I didn't grab the water bottle. I grabbed the paint thinner. And let me just show you what I'm talking about, man. So instead of grabbing water, I sprayed the entire hood with paint thinner, and now it's pretty much done. It's peeling off. I mean, I have to start all over. So big mistake, man. I spent a lot of time on this hood. I spent a lot of time trying to get it straight, and I felt really good about it. So just really disappointing that it happened, but it's okay, man. Just gotta learn from this mistake and, you know, fix it and never let it happen again. Yeah, but we got some good news over here. Look how clean this freaking truck came out, man. This is only my 4th time painting anything. I mean, you can't really see it on camera, but it's really freaking nice. Just perfect. So like I said, man, I'm sad that the hood messed up, but it's all good. I'm gonna redo it, repaint it, sand it down to metal, redo the body work. It's only one panel that I have to worry about, so oh well, man. I gotta learn from my mistakes, and this was a big one, and it sucks, but it's all good. So now I'm gonna focus on the fenders. I'm gonna finish those up today, and then try to get the cab done this weekend, and then do the front bumper, grill, everything else, probably on Monday after work. So. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get started and try to finish this truck up. All right, so it's time to paint the accessories of the truck. So basically the front bumper, back bumper, and the grill and the tailgate. So he told me that he wanted like a two-tone color on the grill, and I've never done a two-tone color paint job ever in my life. So I just went into the paint store and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. I'll put the picture up on the side right here. This is what the client wants. What do I need to complete that? And he told me this is all I need: a blue fine line tape. And we're gonna figure out how to do a two-tone paint job on a grill today, guys. We're gonna figure out together. Hopefully it comes out good. I think I should be fine. I watched a couple YouTube videos to kind of figure it out. So hopefully it comes out good, man. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get started. idea how long taping would take, but it's about 1:10 in the morning and I just finished it up. Check it out. Praying that it comes out good. But enough of that, man. I'm ready to go home, so go ahead and set it up right next to the bumpers and shoot some red paint. Let's get it. All right, guys, it is now 1:05 and it's time to pull the tape. So it's really late, I'm really tired. I'm just hoping everything comes out okay and I don't have to repaint this grill. So let's go ahead and do it. Holy moly, guys. Dude, that tape is so sick. Oh my God. Gorgeous. Damn, this 3M hardline tape. Highly recommended. Oh. Give me that. Give it to me. Let's go. Y'all, just take a look at this view I just created. Oh my God. I am a master. First time using that freaking tape. I got a couple spots that I need to fix. But I'm just gonna use some tough chip paint. Yeah, I'm just gonna use like a Q-tip or something and fix those spots and then shoot the clear, baby. And then we're out of here. It's been a long night. I'm not even gonna show you how to clear, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. My GoPro's out of battery, so I'm just gonna show you out in the morning how it looks. Looks great though. So, I will see y'all tomorrow morning. I'm out. All right, guys, it's the next day. I just got off of work and don't mind my headliner. I know I need to get it fixed, but it's the next day. The truck is all painted up. Everything's painted. All I got to do is go put it all together. So it's an exciting day. I'm pretty tired, man. So I got me a little 3D drink and we're going to head over, try to get it together. Try to take it on a little test drive. It's a pretty sunny day here in Houston, so it'll be a good day to get some footage. So let's go put this truck back together, man. Let's go. So guys, the truck came out super clean, really happy with the results. I didn't know it was gonna come out that nice, I swear, especially the grill, man. It took me like 4 hours to complete that grill in total. I left my parents' house like at 3:30 in the morning. So it was a struggle, but man, I'm just so happy that everything came out really nice. The clear coat looks good, the paint looks good, everything looks good, man. And you know, considering the fact that I've only done, you know, 4 paint jobs, you know, this is my 3rd client, and this is the first time that I've done a full paint job. Came out really good. Now, I know I said we were gonna talk about the business side of things and talk about how much I'm gonna be making this video, but I'm actually gonna push that back to the next video because I'm not finished with the truck. I still have a couple of drips. My clear coat dripped a couple places. A couple of places have a little bit of orange peel, and of course I have little dirt nibs and bugs within the clear coat. So I'm gonna show y'all how I fix that in the next video. So if you like this content, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel below. That way you can follow my journey, and it also lets me know that y'all like these videos that I'm making, and I will continue to make more, and I will continue to do better. But until then, guys, I'm gonna end the video with some B-roll of the truck. I'll see y'all on the next one.